Welcome kindreds, it's Jessica. Yesterday I filmed a live plan with me video here on the channel and it's like 2 hours long and I didn't quite finish everything, so I thought it would be nice to make like a very much shorter flip through of what I did and showing some of the things that I fixed and finished after that live plan with me. So this is that video. I did do a little bit extra here, which some of you might think did not help. I put this big sunflower on and this little arrow sticker and some washi here. I know it doesn't look so kind of minimal and beautiful kind of now in a way, but I wanted it to look more sunshiny and more kind of playful, so that is why I added those things on. And then we have my fitness tracker. I didn't do too much change to this. I've just written down what I'm going to be doing on the days and just added a couple more stickers and things like that. I love how this is kind of like the flat situation. And here is my calendar. So if you watched the live, you'll have seen that I messed up when I was doing this and somehow added a whole extra week. So this is why there's a lot of layering here to kind of just cover that up. And I haven't filled in my calendar yet, and I haven't done like my reflections and stuff yet, but you know, I'll get to that. We've still got a couple of days left before we start June. I did put some flowers into these vases, which again, you know, you might think that's a bit much, but I think is kind of fun. Let's have a look what else we've got. So my goals page, I've just kind of decorated it a little bit more. Adding some more washi and stickers and things like that. I haven't filled that in yet because I'll do my reflections of like how I got on with my goals in this month in May before I fill out what my goals are going to be in June. Yeah, it's my everyday magic. So I thought this might be something that if you're not doing this already, then this might be something cool to try because I'm finding it really fun. And a lot of my everyday magic, I would say, is noticing. So I don't do that. Like I do that in here in my daily check-in. I'll notice like things. We've got strawberries now on our strawberry plants, and you know, if something beautiful happens, or if you know, there's so many things that are everyday magic which are just noticing. And like I say, just, and that is not doing it justice because it's noticing is the main thing and the doing is the lesser thing, you know, I feel anyway. What I do with this is I have a look at where the moon phases are and I will plan out some things that I can do. Like I've got whole different things on here. I've got like yoga, heart meditation, creative play, do a balance workout on the Libra waxing moon, hot tub. I think, yeah, like I've got a beauty treatment. You know, these are all tied into where the moon is, but not just that, I guess. It is also tied in with this, with the astrology for the month. So I look at like where the planets are, what kind of things are happening in the sky, because as above, so below, and I try and work with that energy so that I can be more connected and be more in flow with what is going on in the world, in the universe, I guess, be in that kind of gorgeous universal flow. So that is my plan with the everyday magic. And if you're interested, let me know and I can maybe do a little bit more, maybe even give suggestions, I guess, perhaps, for, although, you know, it is kind of personal, so you might not, you know, this might not be for you, and that is completely fine. On the back of here, I have my habit tracker, and I usually put my everyday magic on here, and I usually put filling in my daily check-in, so it's like 2 easy wins. I might add a little bit more to that, actually. That looks a little bit stark, but I guess once I start filling it in, it won't, will it? It'll be fine. Then this daily check-in is my diary. It's a little mini diary, and like I say, I'll note things that I sort of see in nature, things I'm noticing, also how I'm feeling. And it's amazing how much stuff you can fit in these really small boxes. If you're a bit daunted by like having like a full page diary, then I really recommend this. It also just looks really nice as well once it's all filled in. You can use like different colored pens, although to be honest, I think fine liners, especially like really thin fine liners, are great because you can really write a surprising amount into these little boxes. And then this is like my heads up page. I've got the astrology for the month, the ingresses, which is when the planets are moving into different signs, the lunations, so the new and the full moon. And I've got stations. There's a few planets stationing, this month, which should be fun. When planets station, they're always like much stronger. There's so much going on in the whole Aries and Taurus and Gemini parts. The planets have been so concentrated these last couple of years. It's like they're all in the same place at the same time, and so like it's like we're focusing here and now we're focusing here. It's just, yeah, it's interesting, really interesting. And then the mundane transits, which just means basically like where the planets are in relation to each other in the sky. And I also have like my personal transits, so where the planets in the sky are like kind of impacting on my personal, my natal placement planets. I've made a note of a couple of hotspots. 25 degrees of fixed signs is a kind of under a bit of stress this month. So if you have planets there in sort of fixed sign, then you're going to want to, you probably will notice it. And also 6 or 7 degrees of mutable also got a lot of action going on as well. So if you're not into astrology, this probably looks like what on earth. But if you are, I think it's a good way of just kind of keeping it all really visible and in one place. I do still use my moon, my Astrology moon diary, and I have recently, I think April this started, I got one of these honeycomb planners, which again, you know, this is for people who are astrologers or heavily into astrology, because there is a lot in here. It's basically a personalized astrology planner which shows you all of your personal transits, which are in the blue, and then the mundane transits are in black, and the moon transits are in like that kind of lighter grey. And it's this amazing, because like before I would like be having to pull this information from a few different sources, whereas now I'm just like bam, it's right there. So that's really cool. I'm loving that. And then here I did a month ahead tarot reading. So I do this every month. I've been doing this for a while and pulling new cards for the month. And I absolutely loved, look at these gorgeous, gorgeous cards, which are the ones that I got for this month. Like nothing horrible here at all. It's just so beautiful. 9 of Cups, which, you know, in tarot is often known as the wish card. And it's very much like a card of like dreams being fulfilled, like really heartfelt dreams being fulfilled. And then the World, which again is about like fulfillment and cycles and connection and unity. And then I got the Ace of Cups, so like going from the 9 over to the Ace, which is like a kind of like a new project, something beautiful and new that is coming in, and something that's going to be also connected. See how this water is pouring out of the cup into the river or stream at her feet, and it's like something new and beautiful which is going to be shared with the world. You know, if I could have picked cards, then I couldn't have picked any better. This is from the Joie de Vivre Tarot by Paulina Cassidy. I just thought the yellow of it just goes so gorgeous with with this spread. So I'm going to be using this deck a lot this month. And I love that the cards, all the characters in the cards have got names as well. So you can put like this person is called Felicity, you know, like truth, Felicity, and like heart truth. And look how she's holding that little heart in her hand there as well. Yeah, I love it so much. It's so on point for how I've been feeling and what I've been working on. I love it when tarot does that, when it's so like confirming of affirming, life affirming, I guess. Yeah, really, really beautiful. And then here, this like what is that animal called? It's just like a lion with a tail. It's called a certain thing and I can't think what it is, like a mythical creature, but it's called Vitality, and the rabbit in here is called Unity. And yeah, it's just gorgeous. Hearts all over the place again. And then the Ace of Cups, and she is called Euphoria. And look, she's got a key, and I just had to write like a key and a heart lock and stuff like that on here. So I tend to just like put down my initial responses to the cards, and then I'll look in the book, especially with this one. It's only a tiny little white book, but I love like obviously that it's got these names and keywords, which just give so much more resonance and depth to the cards. So I go back in and look and write down some of the keywords and things, some quotes maybe from the book as well, and some takeaways. And I sometimes fit my Weaver card for the month, and this is my Weaver for May. I haven't drawn my Weaver for June yet. I'm going to do it on the new moon, so technically it's like a new moon draw. I'll do that, and I'll make a whole separate page and a spread for that. Yeah, I loved those cards. I just can't get enough of those cards. So that is like, it's like I say, it's like my kind of heads up for the month, and it's looking really lovely. Even though some of these transits are more difficult, my heart is so, I feel like it's going to be like a physical month to take care of my heart, and also like very much a spiritual and emotional heart journey for me this month. And yeah, I'm up for that. I'm not scared, I'm ready for it. And then I've got my dailies here. I don't think I added too much more to this, maybe a little bit more washi and stickers from when I did it in my initial setup. Yeah, I did, I added a little bit more, of course. You can never have too many stickers, can you? So that is my setup for June. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my journal. If you want to see more, obviously go and watch the live, although it is long. Warmest blessings, and I will see you very soon.